ko tōku reo, he taonga tuku iho. My language is a treasure, passed from one generation to the next. Alive, vibrant, and strong. It's everywhere. Television, schools, museums, even the city council. But it hasn't always been like that. You see, there was once a time when my people were punished for speaking te reo Māori.
Kia ora, my name is Erica Jones and I'm a student here at Gisborne Girls High School. Join me and find out how the Māori language nearly disappeared to now, where it's an official language of Aotearoa, New Zealand.
I'm getting ready for my school speech competitions. The topic I've chosen is the survival of te reo Māori over the last 150 years. Pre-1840, Māori was the predominant language of Aotearoa. Even education delivered by missionaries was in Māori. By 1850, the Pākehā population surpassed the Māori population. Māori becomes a minority language. I needed to talk to people who lived during the time when my language was marginalised, when it was suppressed by another culture. I needed a first-hand account. My first interview is with Papa Tini Glover from Te Aitanga Āhauiti. His story is indeed a sad one.
We weren't allowed to talk Maori in the playground. We weren't allowed to talk Maori at all. And we weren't taught Maori.
When you were growing up, the use of te reo was discouraged at school. How did that affect you and others?
I had a cousin. He was a son of Howard Jones. His name was Napier Jones. Napier Jones. That boy couldn't talk pakeke, and he used to come to school and he talked Maori. And what did they do? They used to pull him in front of the class and soap his tongue with like boy soap. Because he's talking a filthy language. Filthy language in the schoolroom. I used to hate that. And not only that boy in the pakeke, school teacher, she said, now swirl it around your mouth, and he swirled it around his mouth and he says, now swallow it.
I never knew these things could happen to my people. My next stop is Te Wānanga o Aotearoa, where I'm lucky enough to speak to Matua Charlie Pera and Matua Rutini Irwin.
I went back and told my grandmother that I was getting whipped every time I went to school because I couldn't speak the language. And she went to see the governor of the school and told him that they had to excuse us, our Maori te rawa. There were a lot of us kids that couldn't speak English. So they gradually brought us up slowly like that into the English language. So it wasn't so bad. I found it difficult at times, especially when you were sitting in a class and you want to go to the paripaku. And you had to put your hand up. I couldn't ask how to go there.
However, Matua Charlie Pera's memories are somewhat different.
It was not an issue for me. So I knew when I went through the gate, well, I was speaking English, and when I was at home talking to my kuia, well, it was Maori. And when I went to the secondary school in Opotiki, there was a group of us, we spoke Maori at school all the time anyway, but we needed to speak English, well, we'd speak English, but it was not an issue for us. And some of those ones that went to school with me in Opotiki, I don't ever remember anybody getting strapped for speaking Māori, but I think basically because we could use either.
What are your thoughts regarding the future of te reo Māori in New Zealand?
For us as Māori, that is our identity. It's not our moko, it's not our colour, it's not the fact that we are a pupu, but it's our voice.
The Native Schools Act, 1867, decrees that English should be the only language used in the education of Māori children. The policy is later rigorously enforced. Next stop, Kaiti. I'm here to speak to Koka Turuhira Tātari, a staunch advocate of te reo Māori. Kia whakaaro, he taonga te reo?
Ai, he taonga rā te reo. He taonga tuku iho, nā te keihanga. Ka are nā tātou noho i whānau tō tātou reo kai. Whānau mehen te tangata ki te mata te whenua, o mai ana he reo. No reira, he taonga a tāhua tō tātou reo, e kore e mimiti, e kore ngā.
What are your thoughts regarding the future of te reo Māori in Aotearoa, New Zealand?
He taonga a tātou mokopuna, a tātou tamariki, i te tonu anō ki tō tātou reo. He taonga. Taonga tuku, o te meho ki a tātou tamariki. Koera ngā konohi o āpopo. Hei hari wa tātou kau. Kia ora.
During the 1920s, Sir Apirana Ngata lectures whānau about the need to promote Māori language use in homes and communities. The more I listen, the more I realise how much a treasure my language is. My last interview takes me to the home of Matua Hone Taumonu, Te Wangara, just north of Gisborne.
The environment I grew up in was quite simple. We only spoke English. So there was no notion of comparing one with another or knowing whether that we had lost something or been deprived of anything.
Why did you learn te reo Māori?
I came to learn the Maori because I felt that when I was young, that if I didn't know how to speak Maori, I might be attacked because I was Maori. However, I had a salutary lesson when I was young, and that was when people said that they didn't understand how a person like me, with a father like Moni Taumanu, would produce a son who couldn't speak Maori, which upset me no end, of course. I was determined to speak Maori.
Matua, tell me, what does te reo mean to you?
I'm te reo and the reo is me. I'm the whenua and the whenua is me. Nobody can say you're not a Maori. Nobody can say you don't have a whakapapa or a genealogy. That's taken as read. Your reo enhances these things. And for some people, it's a treasure. A God-given treasure in some cases, or one that you've had to strive like hell to get.
As I headed home, I felt I had a better understanding of the journey undertaken by my language. Would te reo rangatira survive the 21st century, knowing the challenges it had already faced? Of course it would, if we continue to cherish it, nurture it, learn it, and speak it.
E kōrero whakamutunga, tōku reo, tōku ohooho, tōku reo, tōku māpehi maurea, tōku reo, tōku whakakai mārihi. Nō reira, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou katoa.